Hi Saggies, so I'm here to do the second part of October's generals for yourselves. These readings will be extended, same as the last ones. So if you hit the little V, the little arrow sign there, sorry, what? Okay. I'm talking to my boy. Yeah, if you hit the little V sign, it'll drop a box down with all my links to social media, to my website for one-on-one readings, and to the extended for this reading. Always check your sun, moon, your rising, and your Venus. If you don't know your placements, you can go to astrosofa.com or just Google natal chart, put your information in, and it will give you placements, because all your placements are significant. So it'll tell you which videos to look at. So your sun, your moon, your rising, which is also known as your ascendant, and your Venus. So I'm going to jump straight in. Please, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment on this. I'm trying to get the traffic from my social media. I know I get a lot of people watching and writing on social media, but I'm trying to get it onto this platform now to grow this channel. So I'd be really grateful if you could do that. So I'm going to jump straight in for Sagittarius generals for the second part of October. So we've got two being the situation. We've got the Three of Fire. Abundance, things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make the long-term plans. So it's about looking forward. And on top of that, we've got the Seven of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. So in looking forward, Sagittarius, this is all fire. This is all your energy. We're dealing with fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But I feel like this is your energy. You may feel like you need to defend your beliefs and decisions, you know, feeling like you have to justify yourself, you know, that type of energy in order to how you want to move forward. So what's crossing this energy of Sagittarius? The Two of Water, Two of Cups. So relationships, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So it does look like there is a lot of conflict going on. It could be in a conflict about relationships and things like that, or it could be conflict with other people. But what's causing that, the challenge, is to kind of get some kind of positive resolution towards these conflicts, whether it be with yourself or other people. So why is this coming around now for Sagittarius? The Hermit. So you may be dealing with Virgo, you may be going into Hermit mode, which is like a period of isolation, self-isolation, but it's there for a reason. The Hermit goes inwards to do the inner work. Spending time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching and self-discovery. So you could be going into Hermit mode in order to like rediscover yourself or find where you're supposed to be. Maybe you're looking for answers about the future, where you know, going towards. In the past, we have got a lot of stress. So we've got the Ten of Fire. Who had this? Libra just had this in the exact same position. So you could have Libra in your chart. If you do, check out the Libra video. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. So there could be depression, anxiety, just carrying the burdens. A lot of burdens on your back, you know, so you've had a period of like a lot of stress, a lot of burdens. So at present, we do have renewal. So review and evaluate a favourable assessment of the fact time to move in a new direction. So I do feel like you are going through some kind of renewal, especially with the Hermit mode. Going into self-isolation has kind of renewed you. So you are evaluating, you're reviewing and evaluating and assessing all areas of your life. What serves you, what no longer serves you, what needs to go, what needs to stay. Because it's time to move in a new direction. It's time to use different ways and means of moving forward. So you're moving out of a stressful period. It's time to. So we've got near future, we've got the Five of Water. So again, that can be looking back over past regrets, that type of thing. Things not turning out the way you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilt milk. So there still could be a bit of a life lesson coming in the future. Or you could be in that energy now, and that's what you're reviewing and evaluating. Things haven't worked out the way you'd hoped, so maybe you're having to deal with that now. So your power is your energy, the Queen of Fire. So stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So that comes with the reviewing and evaluating and the assessments, because you need to be assertive, and it's like you want to be independent. There's like a creative spark that's kind of just waiting to come out for Sagittarius. I've been feeling this for a while. The outside influence is the Chariot. So positive movement forward, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So there's a need to have this willpower about yourself in order to be like determined on where you're going forwards with things. Could be dealing with a Cancer. In your hopes and fears position, we have the Eight of Water. A desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So you're wanting to grow, you're searching for that thing that's more meaningful. You know, you could be searching for your own personal purpose. The Eight of Water is coming out of karmic emotional lessons. And your outcome is the High Priestess. So listen to that inner self guide, listen to that inner voice, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. Sort of coughing in your reading, so maybe you're holding back things. I'm drawn to the throat chakra, so I expect speaking your truth. Maybe you're not speaking to someone, or you're not saying something, but you do have this crossing energy of forgiveness, positive resolution of a conflict. So if there's a need to speak things out with somebody, make sure you do that, you know, in order to let go of that. Speak your truth. So the Three of Fire, Three of Fire and the Seven of Fire being the overall energies. We've got the Five of Cups. So things not turning out the way you'd hope. So there is still certain like emotions and things. It can have a grief energy about this as well, the Five of Cups. But it's about grieving over the things that have passed. But if you just look over behind your back, you've still got the Two of Cups. So single Sagittarius, there's the Two of Cups behind you if you just look behind you, because the crossing energy is the Two of Cups. So, you know, there could be a soulmate relationship that you're being drawn towards. If it's not that, it could be, you know, collaborations, good people that are being around you. Because we've got the with Five of Cups, it can be guilt. It can be letting go of any guilt, letting go of any, like, sorrow from the past. And I feel like that's what you're in. You're like trying to heal past wounds. Because you've been juggling a lot of the energy. So you could have been juggling cash flow as well. I don't know why I want to say cash flow rather than finances, but take it as it resonates. You could have been juggling your own emotions as well. Not knowing where to invest. The High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here again? King of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So you could be feeling highly intuitive at this time, or you could be dealing with someone who's highly intuitive, but there's not much communication going on. So the Two of Water, the Two of Wands, your path is about to open up, but you've still got a little way to go in order for the path to open up. But I feel like you already know that, and it's like, I feel like because you're reviewing and evaluating things, and it's time to move in a new direction, I feel like you're kind of letting this just kind of play out on its own, because you can feel your path opening up. You can feel like the universe is saying you're going in a different direction. You just don't know which way yet. So on top of the Hermit, we have the Emperor. So in order to gain control over your own self, over your own environment, you've gone into Emperor mode, which you've done that in Hermit. So I feel like you've gone inwards to get control of yourself, to gain control of what is going on, or there's a need to do that. And the Nine of Cups, yeah, celebrate your own achievements. It's to celebrate your own achievements. In order to do that, there's a need to go into like a self-isolation period. There you go, the Hermit. Why did I say Vermit? The Hermit. So there's definitely a need to go inwards. You're going inwards. You're going on like a spiritual journey in order to assess the future, in order which way you're going. So the Ten of Fire in the recent past, all this stress and anxiety and worry. We've got the Eight of Cups. Moving on from that, you know, you want new adventures. Got a lot of karmic, you know, you've got the Ace of Cups. You want love, you want divine love, you want peace. You know, it's eyes wide open. It's like seeing everything through fresh eyes, seeing everything on a different level. The Ace of Cups being there. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. We've got the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Taking the action to deal with past emotions, past stress. So you could be like making like a bit of an action plan of your own to deal with it all. And then we've got the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So you could definitely be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the Queen of Swords is, she's got to that point where she's had enough, and she will only go forward. So take it as it resonates. You could be dealing with a person like that, or that could be your energy. You know, the Queen of Swords, she's been through every hardship, so she's not scared of going it alone. You know, so you could be dealing with a person like that, or you could be holding that energy yourself. Because with Seven of Wands in reverse, it's time to stop justifying decisions. It's time to stop fighting for things that are dead and buried. You know that because you're going through the assessment period. We've got the Six of Pentacles. In this assessment period where you're reviewing and assessing things, it will bring balance in. So there's got to be some kind of balance brought in. If this is a relationship or like someone falling out or that type of thing, it gives them money, time and effort, putting time and effort into something. So someone could want to give you their time and effort. You may want to reciprocate that. We've got the Devil card there as well. So we've got ego. Is ego holding you back, you know, from reaching out to somebody? Or is this some like kind of addictions? The Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck and bound to ego. This could be your energy or the other person's. But in the near future, we do have the Fool card. Going back to zero, you know, dancing to the beat of your own drum. Having a risk, taking a leap of faith in the divine, that things are going to be okay. Because we've got the Six of Wands, we've got public recognition again. So we've got victory. You're going towards victory. I just feel like there's been some kind of arguments or pushing away. Maybe you've been pushing people away. The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady movement, you know. But the Knight of Pentacles is my favourite knight because he thinks about everything logically before he takes any steps further. So maybe I feel like you're going into that energy. And the Ace of Pentacles, because you want safety, you want security, you know, especially if it's financial. The Ace of Pentacles, you've got the Ace of Cups, so you deserve love, but you also deserve security and feeling safe, you know, that type of thing, whether it be in finances or love. And the Ten of Wands in reverse, it's time to drop those burdens that you've been carrying for so long. There's a lot of healing in your cards. There's a hell of a lot of healing in your cards, but I feel like you're dealing with someone else's ego or dealing with your own. So we do have the Empress. The Empress is about sowing the seeds, but you do have a divine counterpart now. The Emperor and the Empress. So maybe there's been like a split with, you know, there could have been a split within a marriage, or there could have been a split with two, you know, soulmates or divine counterparts. I try to stay away from the twin flame energies. There's definitely a divine counterpart here, but if that's not your story, the Empress is about manifestation. She sows the seeds now in order to be able to reap what she's sown in the future and bring it in. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got recovery. I feel like there's some kind of relationship recovery, whether it just be being friends or getting all your cards on the table and just saying it as it is, you know, to make things better within that. But there's definitely recovery. Some massages could be starting studying. Whatever it is you're holding back, speak your truth. It's choking me. The Eight of Pentacles. So it's time to brush the cobwebs off. It's time to go back to basics. It's time to, I feel like you are studying, and in that it's going to help you out, you know, because we've got the Page of Cups. There's a new offer coming in, and it could be within finances, the Nine of Pentacles, but that is independence. Your power is to be independent, but you can still share life with people, but be independent at the same time. That's where the power lies. So your power is the Nine of Swords. It's to get out of your head. It's to no longer feel the need for like a comfort blanket energy or feeling imprisoned in the mind. Your power is to get out of anything that makes you feel imprisoned. You know, and be the Queen of Fire. Be confident, you know, independent. The outside influence is the Seven, the Chariot, and you've got a Seven. So 7 could be significant. But it's about being patient. Sowing the seeds now again in order to reap what you've sown. You're sowing your own tree of life, expansion. An important achievement, you know. I just got a certificate in my head. I don't know why I got a certificate. Three of Swords in reverse. So there could be apologies. There could be healing of situations. If it's relationships, friendships, you know, situationships. So the Eight of Cups. You desire to move on. Search for something more meaningful. Spiritual and emotional growth. The Three of Wands. So you know that it's coming. You know that something's coming. It's almost like you've just got to kind of wait and be patient for your ships to come in, because you are sowing the seeds in order to reap what you've sown. The next 3 months could be like significant in that. The Page of Wands, something new and exciting. Something that you can get your teeth into again. I feel like maybe you lost your passion a little bit and you're getting your You're getting it back, that zestful half. On top of the High Priestess, you've got the Six of Swords. Going from storm waters to smoother waters. Single Sagittarius as though. Maybe you've kissed a few frogs and you've learnt your lessons and it's time to move on. You know, use your intuition. Don't waver on that. The world, because you're opening up a whole new world. You're wrapping up a major cycle. With the eights being there, you're wrapping up a major karmic cycle and you're going into the next cycle of your life now. You know, so there's definitely an element of finding yourself in this reading. Let me just clarify the world. On top of the High Priestess. The Ace of Wands. You're finding yourself. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. Time to get that mojo back. It's time to be who you truly are. And I feel like you're definitely on the way to that. You've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. The only thing you haven't got is the Ace of Swords, and that's where I feel like you need to start speaking your truth. So if this is where I'll leave you, I shall love you and leave you with love and light. And if I join you over on the extenders, I'll see you there. Bye.